Hi there, thanks for visiting the channel. Right, today I'm going to be talking about what to do after a storm when your peony roses have drooped. So we're up in the northeast of England. We hadn't had rain for about a month, and then it was forecast for storms, which we did get. When the storm hit 3 days ago, all my peonies were more tightly closed than that one even. So I decided to leave the buds on the bush and just let them take their chances. My daughter's peonies are in full sun, and hers were at that stage 3 days ago. So she did the only thing she could really, which was chop all of the flowers off. She took them inside, put them in vases, and they were beautiful, and they still are beautiful. So you can see these ones here have flopped right forward. The Archimilion mollis is still quite good. The London Pride's finished. This is another peony here. And these have all opened because they've had a good drink of rainwater. They've all opened up in the last 3 days. So I really don't want to chop these off because it's stunning, this display of peonies. So what I'm going to attempt to do today is I'm going to, because they have been supported, you know, I've got plant supports in there, but it hasn't held them up. If the flowers are open like that and you get a really heavy storm, they just get saturated and they would all be on the ground if the rain had come when they were open like that. They've only survived because they were buds. So what I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to try and tie them up to this shrub here. Which I don't know, I think it's a Daphne. Anyway, so that is really sturdy. And what I want to do is tie them up in such a way that you can't see that they're tied up, because I don't like it when you see them really sort of constrained. So I'll move this basket out the way. And what I've got is I've bought some of these ties. These might work. If they don't work, I'm just going to tie them up with this gardening twine to that shrub. So let's see how we get on. Right, so hopefully you can't see much of the string anyway. It looks quite natural. That's what I'm going for. So this plant support here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that now because the peony doesn't need it. I'm going to scoop up this Archimilion mollis. So that looks better. Now that we can see more of this border, so this lupin has finished, we'll just deadhead that, and so has this Aquilegia here. So we can cut that right down. I still want to leave the greenery there, but and then if you can see in here, we've got all this dead foliage there. So I'll take that out. It just comes away in your hand. That has left a kind of gap here until this foliage dies off. Right, so he has escaped and he's tangled himself into there. That's good. He was nowhere near this size last year. Great. And he's all sort of matted together there. Should have done this earlier. That's it. So he's fine there. So what I'm going to do is, I did this basket the other day, and I'm going to see if I can get him into there without damaging any plants, because this is all dead. It's just dying off. It's not going to do anything. I think that looks really pretty there. So that bacopa will just spill over there, and the trailing geraniums will spill out. It might actually be a bit shady there for it, because obviously geraniums are Mediterranean plants. Yeah, that's not going to work. What else can I put in there? Whoops. Right, what about him? He's very handsome, isn't he? Yeah. Or even, so I could put him there, like that, because Heuchera love the shade, but I've just got my eye on this Acer that I dug out the other day. Right, so this Acer, I don't know, by the time this video airs, I hope the plant surgery video has aired, and this was sort of buried in the corner of the back garden, so I dug him out and I put him in this lovely tub. And what I'm thinking is, he's very heavy. Let me get in here, take the Heuchera out. This is why I love plants in tubs, because you can just move them around and fill gaps. Right, I'm going to drag him in backwards. To lift him. Oh my goodness. And then I've got a patch of earth just there, nothing in it. Right, what do we think of that? Right, what I've realised I can tie these peony roses up to is this bit of the sundial, which is in totally the wrong place because it's deep shade here. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, so I think that's as good as I can get. That I don't know. I think it looks quite natural. You can't see a lot of string, if any. So I'm going to tidy the bottom up here. wallflowers back here. And you can see this London Pride, that's all finished as well. Just take that back. Every year I dig some of this London Pride out and just scatter it throughout the garden, planting it pathways and things. Very pretty plant. I'm thinking we could do with some colour in there. So what I'm thinking of is this. This is that lovely heuchera that I repotted. And that's really pretty, isn't it? It just sort of freshens everything up. Right, I'll get a brush. Right, so it's actually a week after I strung those first peonies up, and they're still fine, but it's 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon now, and I don't know whether you can hear in the background there's thunder, so we're forecast for thunder and lightning and showers. Oh my. So what I did was I went around the garden, and these peonies were on other peony shrubs, and they were bent right over, so I thought, you know, I'm just going to bring them in and arrange them in some vases and put them around the house and enjoy them. But I haven't got many, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack them out with this Shasta daisy. I've brought some Archimilium mollis in because that's lovely and zingy, and just some of the Linaria, the purple Linaria. And then there was somewhere, oh yes, a lovely piece of Sweet William that had got snapped. I hope you can hear the thunder. Right, so I'll start with this vase here. And I'll just put up a disclaimer, so I'm no way an expert on flower arranging. I tend to just stuff them in. So how tall do I want them? I want them about that height. And I know what would happen if I left these on the bush. You know, they were drooping right over, touching the grass. They would just get filthy and trampled on. Right, I'll speed the film up. I know you do this because I've watched a video. You cut the bottom leaves off so that they're not in the water. Oh, and I brought in a piece of that beautiful white campanula that I love. Oops. Okay. Right, that's okay for that one. Put him in there. Actually, I think the taller ones are better. The ones with a narrower opening at the top. Right, put him in there. Right, I think I need to pop out in the garden and collect some more daisies and linaria. Right, so I've been out and picked some more flowers because I think this vase here definitely needs some. Right, so that's all spent. Goodness, the Shasta daisies, millions of them, just so lovely and fresh, aren't they? A bit more campanula there. I'm just going to put him in like that. These Shasta daisies at the front. Like my flower arranging like I like my garden, very informal. That's it. The more I'm packing into these wide jars, the more they're standing upright. Near the front. I think this one needs a bit of froth. Stick in the middle. There. So, put him in that room. Right, I think this one can do it with a bit more. Oh, and I found this beautiful linaria, the pale pink one as opposed to the dark one, but together they're beautiful. Tall. Quite fun, this. Put him in there. He's got a head snapped. Right, I think that is it. Next, put him in there. Let's drink of water. camera down, you can have a look. So I've got this one. He's pretty, isn't he? And then that one. Oh, I'm loving these. That one. Does he look a bit sparse, or is it just very artistic? And then that one there. I think he looks a little bit sparse. Right. I'll go and get a little bit more for him. It's taken about 20 minutes in total, and no skill whatsoever, no training, you'd never guess. I just think they look lovely. So yes, if you've got any peonies that you love and you know for a fact that they're going to get soaked in the rain, they'll bend over and they'll get trodden on or snapped on the path wherever they fall, you may as well just bring them in and enjoy them whilst they're at their peak. So I'll go and put these around the house now. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you've managed to salvage your peonies if you've had torrential rain. They are gorgeous. So until next time, bye.